Morning, everybody.
Hey, guys.
We're so excited you're here with us today. Even though it's probably not the most ideal thing, we're still happy that we can be here with you today.
Yeah, we're glad, even though you can't be with us, we're glad to see you virtually, and we were hoping maybe you'd want to sing a song with us.
That's right. We're going to start off with Come Away. So if you remember the words to it, feel free to sing along, and you can maybe surprise the adults in your lives if you remember the lyrics. But it's going to be a call and response. So we'll sing the words, and then you'll sing it back. So it'll be great. And then we have a reason why we're singing this song in particular. But we'll explain that later. So here we go. Trouble comes my way sometimes.
Trouble comes my way sometimes.
Laughter follows close behind.
Laughter follows close behind.
Sorrow too, it knows my name.
Sorrow too, it knows my name.
In this we are all the same.
In this we are all the same.
Sing,
oh, come away, come away. Oh, come away, come away. Oh, come away, come away. Oh, come away, come away.
One day I fly, the next I crawl.
One day I fly, the next I crawl.
Running free, then prison wall.
Running free, then prison wall.
Like ocean deep, there's freedom song.
Like ocean deep, there's freedom song.
Calling me to come along.
Calling me to come along.
Sing,
oh, come away, come away. Oh, come away, come away. Oh, come away, come away. Oh, come away, come away.
God outside and God within.
God outside and God within.
Spirit underneath my skin.
Spirit underneath my skin.
When I slow down, I can hear.
When I slow down, I can hear.
Still small voice, so loud and clear.
That still small voice so loud and clear. Oh, come away, come away. Oh, come away, come away. Oh, come away, come away. Oh, come away, come away.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for singing along. I'm sure y'all sounded wonderful and beautiful as always. So we're here with you today because we are kicking off our new children's formation program called Manna and Mercy.
Manna and Mercy. What is Manna and Mercy?
I don't know. Well, I think I might have an idea.
Oh, do tell.
So, Manna and Mercy. So, the Bible is a storybook about God. And it's about God, it's about us, and it's about the universe and creation and all these other things that kind of tell the story about us and the church in different ways.
Yeah, storytelling is one of the best ways that we have to show love. And so the Bible is a story about God's love for us and how we love God in return.
That's right. So this program is looking at two different words or terms, manna and mercy. So manna has come to mean God loves us by providing. So if you've heard of manna before, it can be like if you're ever, it's kind of like a treat or something very special. And then
mercy has come to mean God loves us by mending. So when we are broken or sad or upset, God takes care of us and makes us whole again.
That's right. So to kind of tell you guys about more about the program and the adults too, about what our program is, we have this handy dandy
Manna and Mercy Bible.
That's right. So in it, you are going to get different stories each week. That's going to have a different story, and you can probably see some of the drawings and illustrations that are in here too. And this summarizes or gives a great description of different stories from the Bible.
The whole Bible.
That's right. So we are, I guess, Hannah, would you be able to tell us maybe an example of manna from the Bible?
Sure. Actually, I have an example of manna and of mercy.
Ooh.
It comes from the second book of the Bible, Exodus. Exodus 16. The whole congregation of the Israelites set out for Elim, and Israel came to the wilderness of Sin, which is between Elim and Sinai, on the 15th day of the second month after they departed the land of Egypt. The whole congregation of the Israelites complained against Moses and Aaron in the wilderness. The Israelites said to them, "If only we had died by the hand of the Lord in the land of Egypt, when we sat by the flesh pots and ate our fill of bread. For you have brought us out into this wilderness to kill this whole assembly with hunger." Then the Lord said to Moses, "I am going to rain bread from heaven for you, and each day the people shall go out and gather enough for that day. In that way I will test them, whether they will follow my instruction or not. On the 6th day, when they prepare what they bring in, it will be twice as much as they gather on the other days." So Moses and Aaron said to all the Israelites, "In the evening you shall know that it was the Lord who brought you out of the land of Egypt, and in the morning you shall see the glory of the Lord, because he has heard your complaining against the Lord. For what are we that you complain against us?" And Moses said, "When the Lord gives you meat to eat in the evening, and your fill of bread in the morning, because the Lord has heard the complaining that you utter against him, what are we? Your complaining is not against us, but against the Lord." Then Moses said to Aaron, "Say to the whole congregation of the Israelites, 'Draw near to the Lord, for he has heard your complaining.' And as Aaron spoke to the whole congregation, they looked toward the wilderness, and the glory of the Lord appeared in a cloud. The Lord spoke to Moses and said, 'I have heard the complaining of the Israelites. Tell them, at twilight you shall eat meat, and in the morning you shall have your fill of bread. Then you shall know that I am the Lord your God.' In the evening, quails came up and covered the camp, and in the morning there was a layer of dew around the camp. When the layer of dew lifted, there on the surface of the wilderness was a fine, flaky substance, as fine as frost on the ground. When the Israelites saw it, they said to one another, 'What is this?' For they didn't know what it was. Moses said to them, 'This is the bread that the Lord has given you to eat. This is what the Lord commanded. Gather as much of it as you need, an omer to a person, according to the number of persons, all providing for those in their own tents.' The Israelites did so. Some gathered more, some gathered less. But when they measured it with an omer, those who gathered much had nothing over, and those who gathered little had no shortage. They gathered as much as each of them needed. And Moses said to them, 'Let no one leave any of it until morning.' But they did not listen to Moses. Some left part of it until morning, and it bred worms and became foul. And Moses was angry with them. Morning by morning they gathered it as much as they needed, but when the sun grew hot, it melted. On the 6th day they gathered twice as much food, 2 omers apiece. When all the leaders of the congregation came and told Moses, he said to them, 'This is what the Lord commanded. Tomorrow is a day of solemn rest, a holy Sabbath to the Lord. Bake what you want to bake and boil what you want to boil, and all that is left over put aside to be kept until morning.' So they put it aside until morning, and it did not become foul, and there were no worms in it. Moses said, "Eat it today, for today is a Sabbath to the Lord. Today you will not find it in the field. 6 days you will gather it, but on the seventh day there will be none." On the seventh day, some of the people went out to gather, and they found none. The Lord said to Moses, "How long will you refuse to keep my commandments and instructions? See, the Lord has given you the Sabbath. Therefore, on the sixth day, he gives you food for 2 days. Each of you stay where you are. Do not leave your place on the seventh day." So the people rested on the seventh day. The house of Israel called it manna. It was like coriander seed, white, and the taste of it was like wafers made with honey. Moses said, "This is what the Lord has commanded. Let some of it be kept throughout your generations, in order that they may see the food with which I fed you in the wilderness. Take a jar, put manna in it, place it before the Lord to be kept throughout your generations." As the Lord commanded Moses, so Aaron placed it before the covenant for safekeeping. The Israelites ate manna 40 years until they came to a habitable land. They ate manna until they came to the border of the land of Canaan.
Ooh. So manna sounds pretty great.
Yeah, the people didn't have any other food, but every morning when they went outside, God had given them enough food for the day. And on 1 day a week, he gave them enough food for 2 days, so that on that extra day, they didn't have to go out and gather.
Yeah, they could rest a little bit.
Yeah, but some of the people didn't follow the instructions, and they tried to go out and gather on the seventh day also, and God had to scold them. But they learned their lesson because God is also merciful.
That's right, yeah. So with the program, we have Manna and Mercy, like we said, and if manna means God providing and mercy means God mending and being merciful, I guess the main point of the whole Manna and Mercy lesson is that all the stories in the Bible are some form of a manna story, or maybe might have more of a mercy story, or some of them are both too. And in your activities at home, you're going to probably have different examples of manna stories and mercy stories.
Definitely. In fact, we have a Manna and Mercy prayer that we would love to teach you, and we can say it together every week. The Manna and Mercy prayer. God loves us by providing manna and by mending us with mercy, no matter what we do. Should we do it one more time?
Let's do it one more time.
Let's do it one more time.
And then maybe you can shake your arms out, stretch, and get ready, because we have a bunch of hand motions. So here we go.
God loves us by providing manna and mending us with mercy, no matter what we do. So it's time for you guys to do your first Manna and Mercy activity at home. Just a few more things, parents. Every week there will be a video on Facebook or YouTube to start out the lesson, followed by an activity and a closing liturgy that you'll do at home as a family whenever is convenient for you. Most of the supplies for the activity will be included in the boxes that will be delivered to your home ahead of time. There are just a few things that we might ask you to provide from home that most people have, like crayons or glue sticks or a piece of paper. We also encourage you guys to make a special Manna and Mercy spot in your house. It can be like an altar, or it can just be a safe space that you guys do your Manna and Mercy work together. And finally, in order to keep up with all the important things we're gonna learn, all the important manna stories and mercy stories, we're gonna give you guys a passport to keep up with all of them. So after every lesson, parents, there will be in the bags some sort of patch or sticker to match each lesson. And so after each lesson is done, you can put that corresponding sticker in your passport so you can remember that you have participated in that Manna story or Mercy story. So today, you guys can put the sticker in your passport that has to do with beginning a journey. It might look like an airplane, it might look like a passport, it might say something like, here we go. The sticker will have to do with beginning our journey together. And all of the pages in your passport are blank. So if you want to draw your favorite part about that Manna story or write down a Mercy story that you thought about, go for it.
And if you think of any examples of being provided manna in your life, you can write that down. Or if somebody shows you mercy in some way or the other, you can write that down too. It's kind of like a journal.
We would love to hear your Manna and Mercy stories as we go along.
That's right. And then for the next couple of weeks, we're going to have different readers send videos in, and we hope that you're really excited. I know that we are. And yeah, and we'll see you soon.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
Bye, everyone.